Hey guys, we're here at STN EXPO, and there's so much technology at the show this week. I'm here with Matt Ekert, Senior Director of School Bus for Rosco Vision Systems. We're so glad you're here.
Thank you, Tony.
Rosco is displaying some amazing safety technology here in the Bluebird booth today.
Yeah.
Can you talk a little bit about the technology you're displaying?
Sure.
And the reactions from attendees?
Yeah, absolutely. And thanks, Tony, for having us here. As you know, we're over 100-year-old company, and we've been in the mirror industry for most of that, which is all safety driven. But now it's new technologies are coming. We need to be part of that change and need to be part of keeping children safe on and off the bus. One of the most exciting things we've done in a long time is we've worked with our partnership with Mobileye to develop a student detection system for the school bus. And I know a lot of people have been trying to do this for years. I think we have figured it out. We have done it with a system that does not see anything else besides people. It's people-driven, real-time alerts, front of the school bus, side of the school bus, the loading zone. It sees in the dark, low light situations, and it gives the driver real-time audible visual alerts that there is a present danger potentially on the exterior of his bus or her bus, that they've got a hard job. They're trying to maintain control of 30, 40 kids in the bus, and we're there to help them, give them another set of eyes to help keep those kids safe.
So you and I walked through a demo bus of this.
Yeah.
And what really caught my attention was when you're in the driver's seat, you see the visual, you hear the auditory alert.
That's right.
And you were saying, let's imagine real world situation.
Yeah.
Child is running towards the bus.
Correct. That's right.
What is the driver doing? What are they seeing?
So that's exactly right. I think I've heard a statistic that is one of the biggest fears of any school bus driver is they're already taking their eyes off their mirrors. They're now focusing, they're pulling away from the bus stop, and they're focusing on the road ahead of them. But the student is starting to miss the bus, and they're scared to miss the bus. And because they're a student, many times they don't have the fear that you and I have as adults of how powerful a school bus can be, right? And how dangerous a school bus can be. So our system is actually looking for that child as they break a plane 8, 9, 10 feet away from the bus. Our system's actually smart enough. It does 2.5 trillion calculations a second. And it's going to catch that child when they reach that plane. They know the direction that child's going, the speed the child's going. They know the speed of the bus, the direction of the bus. And it makes the calculations of saying, this child is going to make impact with this bus. Driver will get an audible beep, loud beep, and a red alert from the direction that the danger is coming from. Either it's on the side or the front. And it'll give that, and if that driver hears that beep, they're immediately going to step on the brakes, because our system is intelligent enough to know there's imminent danger coming. And our whole goal is we don't ever want to see a child hurt, and we want to save a couple kids. I've had the conversations with drivers who have struck children, and it's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking to hear these stories. And if we can just save one child, it's worth everything. But this has been such a work of it's a passion, almost a passion project for Rosco to have this put on a bus. And Bluebird was kind enough to let us borrow their bus for this show to put this on and demonstrate it.
Now, it's my understanding you actually are allowing people to purchase this product now.
Correct.
And there's a large fleet on the East Coast that you've been fine-tuning it with.
Right. So as a manufacturer, I think it'd be foolish for me or anyone in our organization to think we know what school bus operators and fleets, the challenges that they have, and their day-to-day issues they may have on the school bus. So I've been working with a local fleet. We're based in Jamaica, Queens, New York. So I found a great fleet near our factory, and they have been amazing to work with. They've been giving me real-time feedback. I need your improvement here. I don't like this. I do like this. Can you enhance this? Could you get the, and we're close enough. Our engineers are going back fine-tuning a system that I think we're presenting today that is, I think everybody I've shown at the show so far have absolutely loved this system. I think one of the things that the fleet suggested and was during the loading and unloading time, our system automatically switches, gears, if you will. During the unloading and loading of a student's, let's say you're in neutral, parking brakes on, the system's on almost standby. It's just giving nice amber alerts. Hey, driver, you've got people milling around your bus. On the passenger side, you've got some people in the front of your bus. Can you look in your beautiful Rosco mirrors and see them? Yes, I see them. Okay, fine. Great, I see them. I think now they're in a safe place. I can now put my bus into drive. The minute the bus goes into drive, that bus becomes, as this fleet called it, a loaded weapon, right? You're in drive, foot's on the brake. There's a potential of injury or worse if a child has gone out of view of the driver's distracted, because we all get distracted, we're human. The system now goes on high alert. If you're within 4 feet of the side of the bus, it gives you an audible red. If you're within 5 feet of the front of the bus, audible red, and your IMAX LEDs also light up. So in a low light situation, so you can actually see in the front of your bus what's happening. At that point, if that audible goes off, your foot never comes off that brake. Put it back into park, look in your mirrors. If you can't see anything, look outside. Our system is designed not to give false positives. Again, it doesn't see mailboxes. It doesn't see trash cans. Unfortunately, it doesn't see dogs either. Right? So that was been a question I've asked. We only are focused on students and people and humans. It looks for the human shape and detects that human. And so you go outside and you look and just double check. Give one more look around, right? Again, there's no false positives. But it's seeing something, right? And it can see in the dark. So it can see things better than you can see things. So then once they take that leap of faith, take their foot off the brake, they're all clear, they move forward. Our front cameras, the fisheye cameras, they turn themselves off at about 5 miles an hour. Now you've got an added bonus. Now you've got a Mobileye ME8 windshield mounted camera on the windshield that's looking not only for people, but now it's looking for collision avoidance. Are you following too close? Lane departures, typical things that all modern cars have. Now you have this in this bus also. And the rear camera now is also scanning the side of the bus, 8 feet out, and looking for anybody within 8 feet of that bus. If you're going parallel to the bus, it sees you, but you're not a threat to you're going parallel. But the minute that person, or bicyclist even, motorcyclist, it sees a human form, goes towards the bus, audible alerts go off, reds now, because now you're moving, and it's doing the calculations of we're going to intersect, right? Or in a right-hand turn, large blind spots. Your bus is starting to encroach now, because during a right-hand turn, your bus moves inward, you have a large blind spot. It's actually sweeping, looking out even wider, and looking for those people who the bus is going to have come in impact with. And that also goes for, that's a huge concern in an urban area. You have cyclists, cycling lanes, and you have a bicycle maybe running just right there on the side of the bus. And I'm guilty when I lived in New York City. I was stupid and foolish, but you'd be right there, right next to a moving bus, moving vehicle. If that bus were to turn, it could have run over me. The system now will tell the driver, you've got someone on your right-hand side in your blind spot potentially that you can't see, that you're getting ready to turn into, and audible, and you can help save that person's life also.
Well, we're seeing some amazing technology here at STN EXPO. And I want to really thank you, Matt,
thank you,
and
Tony.
Rosco Vision for pioneering some really great safety technology.
We're very excited to be here and exciting to keep adding technology for the next 100 years, I'd say.